Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here. Got the RMK started. Got the wife's RMK started. We are working today on the Bravo, backed by popular demand by a couple of friends. They want to see the Bravo get running today. It's minus 30 out, minus 35-ish, and this thing has been sitting since about just before Christmas time. So as you can see, I've already started trying to clean it out a little bit here. We got to double check, do we even got any fuel in it? Dead empty. So got the jerry can on the back of the sled. We got to go grab some fuel real quick from the gas station. What else do we need? I think we might need some oil, and then we need to find a small little bottle. We're just going to dump some fuel into the cylinder and see if she goes. The primer doesn't work. I think we're gonna pull it once we get it fired up. We're gonna try and drive it right into a buddy's shop. We're gonna go through the fuel lines today, so let's see if we can get her going. All right, guys, so we got some fuel here. We got the jerry can filled up. We got the fuel tank filled up on her over here. Now we're gonna take off this spark plug here. We're gonna see if we can put some fuel right down her throat hole, give her a couple of pulls and see what happens. So take this spark plug out. Can you yeet that one off into the snow, because we got a brand new one here that we can use. Let's see if I can pour this nicely. Probably gonna make a mess. One hand. We'll probably make a little bit of a mess here, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Oh, come on. Oh, I don't even think I made much of a mess. Oh, I did there. Oh, and there. Poor video cameraing. Okay, so got some fuel in there. We'll get our spark plug back in there. We'll get our gloves back on, because it is freaking cold out here, guys. I think we're still running minus 40 with the wind chill, somewhere around there. So we'll tighten this up quick. Should be about right there. We'll yeet that guy off into the snow over there. Hopefully it doesn't get lost. Put our spark plug boot back on. Hopefully it's on right. Oh, there it goes. There's the snap that I'm looking for. All right. Take your guesses. Does it start? Oh, that was real close already. One pull. Come on. I think I need to take my recoil apart, give it some loving. We're a little bit slow here. Come on, sweetheart. We got the choke on. Yeah, we got the choke on. Choke's right down here. We got her on. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Turn the choke off. not quite warm enough for that yet. But we got her broke loose. We got her all nice and free. We're not quite warm enough to be breaking the track loose just yet. Track's still a little bit frozen, so we'll come back to you guys in about 10 minutes. We're gonna give this thing some time to warm up, and I'm gonna go warm up my hands. So let's try this one more time. We're back outside. We're gonna see if this track will spin, and if the track spins, then we're gonna go for a little boot on this thing. I missed this little thing running, so we're gonna go for a little boot on this thing if we can get this track spinning nice. Just yet, but she actually moves. Resurrected out of her silly hole. All right, guys, so we got my sunglasses. Just leaving Buddy's place. Little square body action. That's actually a really nice truck. He just put a bunch of work into that thing. So we're going to got my sunglasses. We're gonna fire this old girl back up. Probably gonna take a couple of pulls. I've been there for a second. We're gonna fire this old girl up. We're gonna go get some fuel line, and we're gonna see you over at the shop. That was a good bump. All right, guys, so we're over here at the shop, and I know we said we'd go for a little bit of a boot and go find somewhere to explore, but first we need to take care of all of this fuel line. There's a couple of spots underneath the hood here, right around where my T is, and I think down at the bottom of this fuel line here where this filter is. I think those are my two major spots. Also my fuel pump. I decided to pick up a new fuel pump while I was at the hardware store. We got some new line, got some new clamps down there as well. We just need to get rid of this bit of ice down here so we can block off this hose down in there for the fuel tank. I didn't really think it through, and I decided to fill up the fuel tank. I probably should have only gone with enough to just get it running for today, but hindsight is 20/20. So we're gonna start tearing into this bad boy and get some of these fuel lines ripped off. We'll get a pair of pliers around that hose so we can not lose all of the fuel that we just put into it. And we'll show you where we're at once we get everything apart. Alright guys, so we got our fuel tank out, we got our fuel lines out, we got our fuel pump out. Fuel pump sitting on the ground right over there. Good thing I decided to take my fuel tank out. There's a bunch of snow, as you can see, down up underneath. Well, there was more down here. It's all nice and dark and full of fuel, which is not good. I got to figure out exactly what's going on there and why I'm dumping a bunch of fuel out. I'm thinking that just some new fuel line is going to solve that issue along with my hose clamps. So every single line except for this one is going to get redone, and this one is still nice and supple, and it is for my vacuum right there, that nice brass nipple. All right, so we got everything ran so far. My fuel pump is different, the one that I got, to the old one. They don't have the same style in town, so I got to make do with what I got here. So I know that's a little bit crude. I'll have to zip tie it up at least. Oh, dropping tools now. And flashlights. So I know it's a little bit crude. I got everything ran, just gotta get that last little green clamp up where it needs to be. And of course, Bravos, you know, Yamaha. They just gotta put that one little nipple in a poorly designed spot. We're gonna try and get that right now. Let's see if we can. Oh, dropping more clips down there. I better pick those up real quick before I lose them. Old ones. We need to get this guy. See if we can squeeze. Oh, I think we got him right where we need him. Looks pretty good to me. Hopefully, no more fuel leaks. Okay, so we got our fuel pump on, we got our fuel filter on. We're hooked up from our fuel pump to our carburetor. I believe everything's hooked up properly. We should double check that. Yep, that's our in arrow, which means there's our out arrow. And I know this one has to be our vacuum line in order to give us pulse for our fuel pump to even work properly. So now we can go ahead and reinstall this fuel tank. And we're done. Well, we're done except for a test fire. We got the fuel tank back in and bolted down. Well, I think I may have forgotten one thing. I think I undid this clamp right here. Yep, because it's still loose. I ended up turning the throttle body, or the carburetor, sorry. Turned the carburetor so I could get that fuel line on the side better. So let's give that guy a little tight and quick. Yeet. And let's see. Moment of truth. Do you think it's gonna go? No, I think we'll need a few pulls. Well guys, I don't see any more fuel leaks, so I think job's done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave this Bravo in the shop here so it can continue to thaw out overnight. We'll come back to it in the morning. I think tomorrow we're taking off out to the cabin, me and a buddy. So we're gonna load the Bravo up onto the back of Frank, and we're gonna make our cold way out to the cabin. I think it's only about a 20-minute ride out there, but being that Frank's got no heat, that'll be a long 20 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the day today, getting the Bravo started and doing a little bit of maintenance. She's pretty well ready to go for goose hunting now, so hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later.